Some nights feel longer than faith. You pray, and the ceiling answers back with silence. You remember the promises, but they feel written for someone else. And in the quiet corners of your heart you whisper, God, did you forget me? I've been walking through a valley no one sees, smiling faces, but my soul is on its knees. Every prayer feels like a letter never sent. Every hope feels like a promise heaven spent. People say that God is near, but I only feel the fear of a silence in the dark, where His voice once filled my heart. But somewhere in the quiet of my pain, a whisper rises through the rain. For the one who feels forgotten tonight, for the heart that's tired of losing the fight, when the sky feels silent, cold, and your prayers feel weak and old. You are seen in the middle of the storm. You are held when your faith feels torn. Even when hope seems gone from view, God has never forgotten you. I remember stories I was told as a child of a shepherd who would walk the extra mile for a lamb that wandered far into the night, through the thorns until he found it in the light. Maybe I'm that wandering one, lost beneath the setting sun. Maybe grace is closer still, waiting on the other hill. And maybe every tear I cry is counted somewhere in the sky. For the one who feels forgotten tonight, for the heart that's tired of losing the fight, when the sky feels silent and cold, and your prayers feel weak and old. You are seen in the middle of the storm. You are held when your faith feels torn. Even when hope seems gone from view, God has never forgotten you. If He remembers every sparrow's fall, if He paints the sunrise on the wall, if He numbers every star in space, then how could He forget your face? If the cross still stands in mercy's flame, if grace still whispers your name, then the silence you fear so much is only heaven preparing its touch. For the one who feels forgotten tonight, for the soul still searching for light, when your strength is barely enough and the road has turned too rough. You are loved in ways you can't see. You are closer than you believe. Every prayer that falls like dew, God has always remembered you. So if you're sitting in the quiet tonight, thinking heaven turned away, listen closely. Sometimes God is silent because He is writing a miracle your heart cannot read yet. and He has never forgotten you. There are nights when heaven feels quiet, when the prayers fall from your lips, and nothing seems to answer back. But silence does not mean absence, and forgotten is a word God has never spoken over your life. I walked a road where the lights went out, faith felt thin and filled with doubt. Every promise felt too far away, like the sun that hides at end of day. People told me just believe, but belief felt hard to breathe. When the sky above my head felt as empty as the words I said, but hope was whispering through the night, like a candle fighting for its light. He never lost your name in the storm, never forgot the day you were born. Every tear that falls from your eyes is written somewhere in the skies. Even when heaven feels far away, even when faith begins to sway, in every shadow, in every flame, God has never lost your name. I remembered stories old and true, of a God who sees the broken through, of a shepherd searching mountainsides for a single lamb that lost its guide. Maybe grace is walking slow down the road I do not know. Maybe mercy waits for me just beyond what I can see. And every tear I cried alone was never falling on its own. He never lost your name in the storm, never forgot the day you were born. Every tear that falls from your eyes is written somewhere in the skies. Even when heaven feels far away, even when faith begins to sway, in every shadow, in every flame, God has never lost your name. If He can calm the raging sea, if He can set the captives free, if He can raise the dead again, then He can reach the heart you're in. He never lost your name tonight. He is walking through your fight, through the darkness, through the pain. God still calls you by your name. You were never forgotten, not for a moment. Ooh. The hardest prayers are not the loud ones. They are the quiet whispers spoken when no one is listening. The room is dark and the night is long. I try to pray but the words feel wrong. Every promise that I once held tight feels like fading in the night, but deep inside a fragile spark still refuses to go dark. When heaven feels silent, when hope feels thin, when the fight feels harder than the faith within, there is a hand you cannot see, still reaching through eternity. And even when you feel alone, God is closer than you've known. I remember grace I used to sing, songs about a faithful king. Maybe those songs were meant for now, for this broken heart somehow. Maybe silence is not goodbye. Maybe heaven is standing by. When heaven feels silent, when hope feels thin, when the fight feels harder than the faith within, there is a hand you cannot see, still reaching through eternity. And even when you feel alone, God is closer than you've known. The cross still stands upon the hill, the empty grave is speaking still. When heaven feels silent tonight, God is still holding your life. Through the sorrow and the unknown, you have never walked alone. Even silence can carry love. Sometimes the prayer you think heaven ignored is the prayer heaven is still answering. I whispered words into the dark, hoping God would leave a mark, but the night stayed quiet still, and the silence felt too real. But every tear that touched the ground was a prayer without a sound. The prayer you think he didn't hear is written somewhere crystal clear in heaven's book of hidden grace, where mercy knows your face even when the sky seems closed and every door is tightly closed. God is working through the years on the prayer you think he didn't hear. I once believed that faith meant sight, the answer shining bright with light. But maybe faith is learning slow that God still moves where we can't go. And every sigh within your chest is heard by heaven nonetheless. this book of hidden grace where mercy knows your face. Time does not erase His plan. Grace still holds your trembling hand. Every prayer you ever cried still lives beyond the other side. He heard it the moment you said it. You may feel invisible to the world, but heaven has never looked away. In crowded rooms I stand alone, smiling faces carved in stone. No one sees the weight I bear, no one hears the silent prayer. But somewhere past the midnight sky, a loving Father hears my cry. God still sees you when you fall, when you feel unseen by all. Every tear and every scar shines like heaven's brightest star. When your strength is almost gone, God is still watching on. Through the pain and through the night, He is holding you inside. Maybe broken hearts can show where the seeds of mercy grow. Maybe every shattered dream is not as lost as it may seem. Maybe grace is closer still, waiting just beyond the hill. God still sees you when you fall, when you feel unseen by all. Every tear and every scar shines like heaven's brightest star. And if the Father sees the sparrow fly, He will never pass you by. God still sees you where you stand, still holds your trembling hand. You were never invisible to Him.